Kevin Costner has long been popular in Hollywood thanks to his legendary roles in movies like Dances with Wolves and The Bodyguard. However, his previously strong career has been clouded by recent occurrences. Things aren't looking bright for Costner due to both personal and professional difficulties. Can this Hollywood star recover, or has his time in the spotlight ended, given his personal life in disarray and increasing pressures? Join us as we examine the challenges Costner faces and speculate about what this legendary star may face. Early life and humble beginnings. Born in Linwood, California on January 18, 1955, Kevin Michael Costner was the youngest of three sons. His mother, Sharon Ray, was a welfare worker, while his father, William Costner, was an electrician who became a utility executive. Kevin had a less than glamorous upbringing because his father's work required the family to move frequently, which taught him to be adaptable. He often referred to himself as an average student who was better at being creative than intellectual. Interestingly, his early piano lessons and choir participation impacted Costner's early interest in music. He loved storytelling and sports, but didn't think about acting until very much later. Building forts in the woods was a significant childhood activity that he subsequently attributed to igniting his passion for the Western genre. These early encounters gave Costner a grounded viewpoint, influencing the principles and sincerity that would eventually characterize his work. Education and early aspirations. Costner first followed a more pragmatic route while attending California State University, Fullerton, where he graduated in 1978 with a degree in marketing. It wasn't his first option, though. During college, Costner worked odd jobs to balance his aspirations of becoming a professional player and a writer. When Costner happened to run across actor Richard Burton while flying, it was a turning point. One of the turning points in Costner's life was Burton's encouragement to pursue his love of acting. He left a stable position as a marketing executive to pursue acting classes after feeling inspired. Costner spent years perfecting his art by taking acting classes while driving a truck and giving tours of properties in Hollywood. His tenacity throughout these trying years is evidence of his resolve and shows that success frequently necessitates unrelenting work and persistent faith in one's goals. Breakthrough role in The Untouchables. The Untouchables, released in 1987, marked a significant turning point in Kevin Costner's career. The film, directed by Brian De Palma, was based on the real-life account of Eliot Ness, who assisted in the downfall of infamous mobster Al Capone during the Prohibition period. In contrast to an all-star cast, including Robert De Niro as Al Capone and Sean Connery, who won an Academy Award for his performance, Costner portrayed Ness as a stoic and idealistic federal agent. Costner's ability to strike a balance between tenacity and sensitivity, which made Ness a sympathetic hero, was what made his performance so captivating. The movie made over $100 million worldwide and was a critical and commercial triumph. Costner's reputation as a Hollywood star was solidified by this part, which also brought him praise for his authoritative on-screen persona. Behind the scenes, the crew was impressed by Costner's commitment, establishing a bar for his professionalism that would follow him for the rest of his career. Dances with Wolves. Kevin Costner demonstrated his artistic vision with the sweeping epic Dances with Wolves, which he starred in and directed in 1990. Based on Michael Blake's book, the movie centers on Union soldier Lieutenant John Dunbar, who makes friends with a Sioux tribe and learns about their culture and way of life. From authentic Native American language to stunning cinematography, Costner's painstaking attention to detail made the movie a masterpiece. Because of its unusual subjects and 3-hour duration, critics initially questioned the project, yet it exceeded their expectations and made nearly $400 million worldwide. Costner became one of the few actors to do this when it went on to win 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. The movie's popularity signaled a shift in Hollywood's portrayal of indigenous cultures, making Costner a trailblazer and an advocate for marginalized narratives. Relationships and marriages. Like his movies, Kevin Costner has a compelling love life. In 1978, He wed Cindy Silva, his college girlfriend. His early success was greatly influenced by Cindy, who frequently helped him through his difficult years. Joe, Annie, and Lily were their 3 children. However, Costner's marriage was strained by the demands of celebrity and allegations of his alleged indiscretions, resulting in a highly publicized divorce in 1994 that reportedly cost him $80 million. After that, Costner dated well-known ladies, such as Bridget Rooney, with whom he had a son named Liam. In 2004, his second marriage to handbag designer Christine Baumgartner appeared to provide stability. Caden, Hayes, and Grace are the couple's 3 new babies. Even Hollywood celebrities experience personal difficulties, as seen by recent stories of friction indicating that Costner's rigorous schedule and popularity continue to strain his relationships despite his perfect picture lifestyle. Challenges in fatherhood. Kevin Costner has accepted the challenges of parenthood as a father of 7 children over 3 decades. He has 3 children from his first marriage to Cindy Silva, who are now successful adults. He had a turbulent time in his life before the birth of his son Liam from a brief affair with Bridget Rooney. Costner frequently cites his 3 additional children as his greatest joy, which came about due to his marriage to Christine Baumgartner. Costner values family time despite his hectic schedule, and he frequently includes his children in his pastimes, such as music and horseback riding. He has been open about parenting difficulties in interviews, including dealing with various family dynamics and maintaining relationships with kids of different ages. Costner's actions, including taking a break from some projects to spend more time with his children, show how much he loves them. His dedication to fatherhood demonstrates his view of his family as his most important legacy. Box office successes and misses. Kevin Costner's career best illustrates the highs and lows of Hollywood. His best years were in the early 1990s, when he had hits like The Bodyguard and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. The latter, a romantic thriller in which Whitney Houston co-starred, was one of the highest-grossing movies of its day and became a cultural sensation. Though Waterworld, 1995, was the most costly movie ever produced then, it failed to recover its expenses, making it one of Costner's worst failures. Similarly, another ambitious project, The Postman, 1997, failed critically and commercially. It's interesting to note that several of these movies went on to develop cult followings, demonstrating how viewers frequently reconsider works over time. Costner's ability to recover with films like Yellowstone and Open Range highlights his tenacity and timeless appeal, reminding viewers that even the most prominent stars experience failures, but that genuine brilliance always comes through. Controversial projects. Projects that courted controversy have dotted Kevin Costner's career, solidifying his standing as an actor and director who doesn't hesitate to take chances. The Postman, 1997, a post-apocalyptic movie that Costner starred in and directed, was among the most contentious. Critics criticized its execution, calling it too romantic and drawn out, even though its message of hope in the face of dystopia was admirable. Likewise, his participation in Waterworld sparked rumors of soaring expenses and conflicts on site, which fueled conjecture about his audacious decisions. His part in the popular television series Yellowstone has recently generated tension behind the scenes, with reports of conflicts between Costner and the show's writers regarding storylines and production timelines. Despite the controversies, Costner's bold storytelling style is evident in these productions, which put artistic vision ahead of safe decisions. His career-defining perseverance is demonstrated by his capacity to withstand such adversity. Fans value his audacity because it frequently results in remarkable, albeit contentious, cinematic experiences. Return to stardom with Yellowstone. With Yellowstone in 2018, Kevin Costner regained his position as a major player in Hollywood. In his portrayal of John Dutton, the head of a ranching family, Costner gave a gritty, vulnerable, and solemn performance. The drama explores themes of power conflicts, land disputes, and familial devotion in Montana's untamed landscape. Taylor Sheridan created it. Attracting millions of viewers and reviving interest in the Western genre swiftly became a cultural phenomenon. The complexity of Costner's portrayal, which showed a man who was both merciless in preserving his legacy and kind toward his family, won accolades. In addition to his acting career, Yellowstone helped Costner indulge his longtime love of westerns, a genre he has cherished since he was a young boy. In addition to establishing his continued relevance in contemporary television, the series brought his work to a new audience. Costner's triumphant comeback to Yellowstone demonstrates his capacity to develop while adhering to his creative principles. Legal battles and financial struggles. Like many other famous people, Kevin Costner has had his share of financial and legal troubles. His 1994 divorce from Cindy Silva, which reportedly cost him an estimated $80 million, was one of the most well-known arguments. Costner has run into professional legal issues in addition to personal ones. Inspired by his environmental beliefs, he got involved in litigation with a business friend in the mid-2000s over a disagreement about a high-tech oil spill cleanup device. Even though Costner won, the experience highlighted the difficulties of balancing personal and professional principles. Reports of contract disagreements with Yellowstone producers have also bolstered the story of Costner's exacting standards. Costner has continuously overcome these obstacles, frequently turning defeats into learning experiences. He has thrived in a notoriously volatile field, thanks to his perseverance and keen business sense, demonstrated by his ability to overcome financial and legal challenges. The impact of The Bodyguard. Kevin Costner and music icon Whitney Houston starred in the romantic thriller The Bodyguard in 1992. To safeguard Houston's character, Rachel Marin, a well-known singer who was being threatened with death, Costner became Frank Farmer, a stoic former Secret Service agent. Despite reviewers' mixed reviews, the movie was a massive hit with viewers, earning over $400 million at the box office worldwide. Houston and Costner had a strong chemistry that made the movie legendary. The song, "I Will Always Love You" by Dolly Parton, which became Houston's hallmark hit and one of the best-selling singles of all time, was interestingly offered by Costner to be used in the movie. Houston received backstage encouragement from Costner, who advised her during her debut performance. In addition to establishing Costner's popularity as a romantic lead, The Bodyguard had a lasting impression on popular culture and demonstrated his talent for producing memorable cinematic moments. Waterworld. Ambitious but flawed. With a budget of more than $175 million, Waterworld made headlines as the most costly movie ever filmed when it came out in 1995. Costner played the mysterious mariner, a gilded nomad, in this post-apocalyptic film set in an underwater future. Costner contributed significantly to the production as a producer as well. Issues with the film's production included lousy weather, overspending, and reports of conflict between Costner and director Kevin Reynolds. Despite receiving mediocre reviews initially and failing to break even domestically, Waterworld eventually generated a profit after performing better abroad. Due to its ambitious scope and distinct perspective, the movie eventually developed a cult following. Fans appreciate its innovative aquatic feats and creative world-building. Waterworld is a prime example of Costner's determination to push boundaries and take chances that few performers of his caliber would try despite its mixed reviews. The movie is nonetheless a tribute to his spirit of adventure as a filmmaker. His parents' influence on his values. According to Kevin Costner, his parents, William and Sharon Costner, were primarily responsible for his grounded demeanor. Kevin learned the value of tenacity and commitment from William, a blue-collar worker who became a utility executive. Sharon, a welfare worker, taught her youngest son empathy and compassion. The Costners led a simple existence and frequently moved because of William's work, which, according to Costner, allowed him to be flexible and receptive to new experiences. Interestingly, his father's no-nonsense manner influenced Costner's portrayal of stern, determined characters like John Dutton in Yellowstone. In interviews, Costner has talked positively about his father's fishing expeditions and his mother's moral teachings. He has been able to handle the highs and lows of Hollywood thanks to the humility and resiliency these familial ties have given him. Despite his fame, Costner frequently highlights his origins, crediting his success to the excellent morals his parents taught him. The divorce with Cindy Silva. One of the most crucial turning points in Kevin Costner's personal life was his 1994 divorce from Cindy Silva. Before Costner became well known, the couple married in 1978 after meeting while attending college. They led a perfect existence together for 16 years, raising 3 kids as Costner developed his career. But the relationship was stressed by the demands of Hollywood, lengthy workdays, and adultery suspicions. Costner reportedly spent almost $80 million on the divorce, making it one of the priciest in Hollywood at the time. Despite the emotional and financial costs, both parties put their children's welfare first during the amicable divorce. Since then, Costner has apologized for the divorce and acknowledged the challenges of juggling stardom and family. In addition to warning about the personal toll that celebrity life takes, the divorce brought attention to Costner's dedication to personal development and upholding a positive co-parenting dynamic. Relationship with Christine Baumgartner. Kevin Costner married Christine Baumgartner at his Aspen ranch in 2004 after dating for several years. After years of personal strife, Costner found stability and rejuvenation in the life of model-turned-handbag designer Christine. Costner calls his 3 children, Caden, Hayes, and Grace, the center of his universe. Some obstacles have been overcome in their partnership, such as Costner's hard work and public scrutiny. There have been recent reports of friction, although neither party has openly addressed them. Their mutual love of the outdoors is noteworthy in their relationship. They frequently ride horseback or take in ranch life together. As a father and an artist, Costner attributes his rediscovery of equilibrium and purpose to Christine. Despite Hollywood's demands, their long-lasting union is evidence of their understanding and support for one another and provides a unique window of stability in a turbulent field. Venturing into directing. An important turning point in Kevin Costner's career was his move from actor to filmmaker. Dances with Wolves, 1990, his directorial debut, was revolutionary. The Western epic demonstrated Costner's dedication to authenticity with its expansive vistas and complex characters. Costner is among the few performers to receive such praise behind the camera after it took home 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. Following this enormous success, Costner went on to helm The Postman, 1997, and Open Range, 2003. Open Range was praised for its gripping narrative and stunning photography, whereas The Postman was condemned for its ambitious but poorly executed execution. Costner's passion for westerns significantly impacts his filmmaking, emphasizing moral quandaries, human connection, and resiliency. Even if his directing endeavors have received mixed reviews, Costner's love for the craft is evident, enhancing his standing as a versatile artist who doesn't hesitate to take chances. His struggles with fame. Kevin Costner has never held back when talking about the difficulties of celebrity, frequently characterizing it as a two-edged sword. His achievement earned him fame and fortune, but also brought him constant media attention and harsh public scrutiny. In the 1990s, when his career was at its height, Costner found it challenging to keep his privacy in the face of paparazzi intrusion and tabloid speculations. The media's constant analysis of his well-publicized divorce from Cindy Silva and his subsequent relationships made his personal life more stressful. Costner has acknowledged that the demands of celebrities occasionally cause him to reevaluate his professional decisions, especially regarding striking a balance between his job and family. Despite these difficulties, Costner took comfort in concentrating on his art and spending time with close friends and family. He has also underlined the significance of maintaining perspective, crediting his parents' principles for his perseverance. Fans find resonance in Costner's frank thoughts about celebrity, highlighting his humanity and genuineness. His children's diverse paths. One of Kevin Costner's most treasured roles is that of a father. His 3 partnerships have produced 7 offspring, each following their course. Both of his oldest daughters, Annie and Lily, have pursued careers in entertainment. Annie has made movies, and Lily has performed. His son, Joe, has experimented with acting and music. Costner's son Liam leads a more secluded life after marrying Bridget Rooney. Caden, Hayes, and Grace, his younger children with Christine Baumgartner, are still developing, and Costner frequently talks about how happy he is to see them reach new heights. Costner places a high value on family despite his hectic career, regularly visiting his kids' extracurricular and school functions. He has taken delight in their uniqueness and made it clear that he doesn't put any pressure on them to emulate him. Costner's parenting style demonstrates his commitment to fostering his kids' interests while creating a caring and encouraging atmosphere. A passion for music. One often overlooked feature of Kevin Costner's diverse career is his passion for music. He has used the song to explore his love of telling stories as the lead singer of Kevin Costner and Modern West. The band was founded in 2007 and reflects Costner's preferences and strong ties to the American West by fusing rock and country influences. Two of the group's albums are influenced by Turn It On and Tales from Yellowstone, which were influenced by Costner's experiences on the popular television program. Costner may interact with fans more personally on tour with Modern West, displaying a new aspect of his artistic abilities. It's interesting to note that Costner has stated that music is a creative outlet and a means of reducing the demands of directing and acting. Costner gives fans a unique look into his creative nature through his sincere love of music, whether performing at festivals or in small venues. Collaborations with industry greats. During his lengthy career, Kevin Costner has enriched his profession and elevated his films by sharing the screen with some of Hollywood's most renowned characters. Especially noteworthy is his work with Sean Connery in The Untouchables, 1987, for which Connery received an Oscar. One of the longest-lasting on-screen collaborations in film history was made possible by Costner and Whitney Houston's chemistry in The Bodyguard, 1992. He collaborated with Susan Sarandon and Tim Robbins on Bull Durham, 1988, which is still a beloved performance. Costner has frequently acknowledged that these partnerships helped him develop as an actor by allowing him to absorb the skills and knowledge of his co-stars. Costner has collaborated behind the camera with renowned directors such as Lawrence Kasdan and Oliver Stone, whose guidance influenced his storytelling style. These partnerships enhanced Costner's film's cultural influence and demonstrated his flexibility and success in a team setting. His iconic role in Robin Hood. One of the most iconic and divisive roles Kevin Costner has ever played is that of the title character in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, 1991. Costner portrayed the renowned English outlaw with charisma and seriousness. Audiences were captivated by the film's enormous scope, exciting action scenes, and emotional depth, despite some critics criticizing his erratic British accent. Costner's connection with co-stars Morgan Freeman and Alan Rickman, who performed as the Sheriff of Nottingham, made the tale more complex. The movie was an enormous hit, reaching a global box office total of nearly $390 million. Bryan Adams' Everything I Do It For You, the accompanying theme tune, went viral, topping charts for weeks and winning a Grammy. Despite the complaints, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves is still a fan favorite, demonstrating Costner's capacity to lead massive projects and win over viewers worldwide. Controversies around Yellowstone. Off-screen, Kevin Costner's role in Yellowstone has been just as dramatic as on-screen. Rumors over Costner's future on the series have been triggered by reports of scheduling issues brought on by his other obligations and creative disagreements with show creator Taylor Sheridan. Although neither Costner nor Sheridan have discussed the problems publicly, the conflict serves as a reminder of the difficulties involved in working on a well-known and challenging project. According to other sources, the conflict was exacerbated by Costner's wish for greater authority over the storyline of his role. Due to these concerns, fans are now unsure if Yellowstone will keep its main star in upcoming seasons. Costner's portrayal of John Dutton has received widespread acclaim despite the difficulties, solidifying Yellowstone's status as a cultural icon. His continued significance in Hollywood is further supported by the rumors surrounding his part, which provide another level of mystery and keep viewers interested in the show and the drama behind the scenes. Awards and recognitions. Numerous esteemed honors throughout Kevin Costner's career attest to his outstanding accomplishments in both television and film. His reputation as a dominant force in filmmaking was cemented by his 2 Academy Awards for Dances with Wolves, Best Picture and Best Director. In addition, he received Golden Globes for Hatfields and McCoys and Dances with Wolves, the latter of which earned him an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actor in a miniseries. Because of his versatility, Costner is a favorite with audiences and award voters. Along with his significant victories, he has been nominated for other awards, including roles in westerns, dramas, and romantic comedies. In addition to his acting and directing accomplishments, Costner has received attention for his charitable work and contributions to the arts. These honors guarantee his reputation as a genuine Hollywood legend by showcasing his skill and commitment to expanding the genre's narrative possibilities. His love for the outdoors. Beyond merely being a personal interest, Kevin Costner's love of the outdoors has significantly impacted his work and way of life. Costner's relationship with nature has endured throughout his life due to his upbringing in California. His choice of roles reflects this affection, especially in westerns that heavily emphasize expansive landscapes and wild nature, such as Dances with Wolves and Open Range. Costner's love of the environment has also inspired him to support conservation initiatives. To escape the pressures of Hollywood, he frequently spends time on his ranch in Colorado, where he takes pleasure in fishing and horseback riding. Not only is Costner's relationship with nature pleasurable, but it also shapes his artistic sensibilities and gives his work a sense of authenticity. Whether playing a rugged cowboy or a ranch owner in Yellowstone, his love of the outdoors provides his role depth and connects with viewers who value the same things he does. Financial investments and ventures. Kevin Costner has demonstrated his entrepreneurial drive through several commercial endeavors and acting and director work. Ocean Therapy Solutions, a business that created technologies to clean up oil spills, was one of his most well-known investments. This project was driven by Costner's love of protecting the environment, and the Deepwater Horizon oil leak made the technology prevalent in 2010. Costner has also dabbled in the hotel industry, owning Dunbar Ranch, a posh lodge in Aspen, Colorado. His passion for the outdoors is reflected in this private retreat, which provides visitors with an authentic natural experience. Through his production firm, TIG Productions, Costner has produced multiple films in the entertainment sector, demonstrating the breadth of his financial endeavors. These ventures show his desire to take measured chances and broaden his career outside acting. Costner's creative abilities and business savvy highlight his versatility and dedication to pursuing new chances while remaining loyal to his hobbies. His vision for independent films. Kevin Costner has continuously supported independent cinema by leveraging his celebrity to back initiatives that put narrative above box office success. He frequently works with filmmakers who share his vision because of his dedication to emotional depth and honesty. Costner's participation in smaller films, like Black or White, 2014, demonstrates his conviction that movies can serve as a vehicle for social criticism and individual expression. Costner addressed complex racial and familial issues in Black or White, giving a performance hailed for authenticity. Costner contributes to the awareness of movies that might otherwise have trouble finding a viewer by participating in such initiatives. His commitment to independent filmmaking also includes mentoring up-and-coming filmmakers and providing them with resources and advice to help them bring their artistic visions to life. Costner's advocacy for independent films demonstrates his faith in the transformational potential of narrative and indicates that creative integrity and Hollywood success can coexist. Impact on modern cinema. The impact Kevin Costner has had on Hollywood has endured in contemporary filmmaking. He has contributed to the development of the business as a director and actor, especially in the drama and western genres. The modern western was transformed by movies like Dances with Wolves, which combined a sophisticated examination of cultural themes with epic storytelling. Costner's shift from leading man to auteur encouraged the new generation of actors to pursue directing, demonstrating that adaptability is essential for success in Hollywood. In a time when blockbusters and franchise movies rule the box office, his support for maintaining film's artistic integrity strikes a chord. Costner has remained relevant in a field that is evolving quickly by supporting character-driven narratives and taking imaginative chances. Beyond his body of work, Costner has influenced how reviewers and viewers view the importance of narrative both on and off screen. His legacy is of creativity, tenacity, and a strong dedication to his work.
If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon